I have known Joe since our children were 2 years old. They were in daycare together, and they are now juniors in college, so probably about 18 years. When I think of Joe Stanley, I think of a community icon. Everybody knows Joe Stanley, and he is definitely an advocate for kids. When I came here 2 years ago, one of the things we wanted to do was bring the life of West Brunswick into the building, and so we called him and asked him for pictures, and he brought us a huge container of pictures from lots of events over lots of years. And so he is the community photographer for the school as well, but the kids know that he's there to support them. He is always a supporter of the kids.
I went to school at Southeastern Community College for 2 years, and then I transferred to UNC Charlotte. When I graduated, I was a business major, and my daddy asked me what I was going to do, and I told him I wasn't sure, and he said, some people ought to come back to their own community and make it better. And he said, you have to make up your mind sometime whether you want to be a little fish in a big pond or a big fish in a little pond. And he said, you can help your community if you come back. So I took him on this challenge, and I came back. Well, he was my daddy. It's like the tree. I'm just a limb. he was the ultimate influence. I mean, I listened to what he said. I didn't think I remembered a lot of it, but I find myself daily reverting back to some of the things he told me and telling my son some of the same things he told me. I was one of only 5 kids in my class, 5 black kids, 4 boys and 1 girl. And the first morning I got on the bus out there, I didn't know anybody, but everybody hated me. They wouldn't let me sit down on the bus. They wouldn't talk to you. They wouldn't speak to you. If you talked to them in school, when you met them on the street with their parents, they wouldn't speak to you. It was just a different environment that I've been used to in a predominantly black school where people were just friendly to me. But having done that, and I was able to graduate in the top of my class and play sports and all, coming back to this community, a lot of those kids are here now, and I know them where I wouldn't have known them otherwise, because it was like 2 sides of the track. And I think that's probably one of my greatest challenges.
He really has a heart. He has a heart for kids. He has a heart for the community. He really cares about people. And I think people know that, but there's a fun side to him. And if Joe Stanley is your friend, you've really got a true friend. For me personally, some of the most difficult times of my life, I've always gotten a phone call from Joe Stanley just saying, I'm checking on you, want to make sure you're okay, you know, how are things going? And that's true whether it's also for the school. If it's something going on with the school or with the kids, you get a phone call saying, what do you need, how can I help you? So he's always reaching out to be an advocate for our kids and for our community.
You have to work hard to achieve. You have to learn how to win and accept losing if you don't win and improve from it. I just think it's a key to kids becoming good people, good citizens. Well, I guess I can go all the way back to my childhood. We always played basketball and sports. And when I grew up, I got into sports in high school. I went to junior college and played, and then I went on to 4 years and played. When I came back home, I wanted to be able to teach kids, but I played for a long time myself after that until I got in the 40s or something. And then we wanted to coach youth, and I got in that about 2008. They had other leagues, but they didn't have a basketball league. So I went to the Parks and Rec, and they told me they didn't have any gyms. And then I went to Board of Education, asked them if we could use their gyms, and we kind of put the two together, and we were able to start a successful rec league. And at the peak of it, there was probably about 600 kids involved in it, countywide. Everything that I've touched has impacted my life at some stage. I mean, I don't look for the awards or the accolades. I look, did you make a difference? When you came through the world, if you died tomorrow, does anybody ever know you lived other than yourself?